Imagine you're studying Matthew 4, 1 through 11, and you come down to verses 1 and 2, where the Spirit led Jesus into the wilderness, and there he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. The language here sounds very similar to narratives in Exodus and Deuteronomy. Clicking on the footnote next to 40 nights reveals a cross-reference to Exodus 34:28, which says, "So Moses was there with the Lord, 40 days and 40 nights. He neither ate bread nor drank water." While the two texts share similar language, the level of connection is not immediately clear. But the commentary on the New Testament use of the Old is designed to answer exactly these questions. You can open this resource by going to your library and typing Beale into the reference box. Then click to open the commentary. The commentary opens to Matthew 4, 1 through 11, with a number of discussions on individual passages within this pericope. Since there are a number of discussions for Matthew 4, 1 through 11, I'll link my New Testament text to my commentary by opening the Resource Panel menu and selecting Link Set A. Then repeat this process for the English translation. Now the two texts scroll together and I have instant access to notes on Old Testament quotes and allusions in the New Testament. Notice this commentary provides me with a summary of the larger passage as well as in-depth articles on specific passages. For instance, in the overview of Matthew 4, 1 through 11, the author tells us that Matthew connects the actions of Jesus with both Moses and Israel. When the Spirit led Jesus into the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights, Jesus mirrored Israel's 40 years in the wilderness. Jesus, like Moses and Israel, is tested but with one important exception. Where Israel as a people and Moses as a leader failed the test, Jesus passes his. The summary of 4, 1 through 11 provided us with a discussion of how Matthew alludes to the wilderness testings. But you'll find a longer discussion of Matthew 4:4 because this is a direct citation of the Old Testament. Jesus replies to Satan that man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. From the commentary, we learn that the heart of this temptation is whether Jesus will take the short way out or rely on God. In the section labeled Old Testament Context, the author tells us that the Israelites were unable to provide for themselves and had to depend entirely on God. Philo contends that God's decision to strip Israel of all its luxuries is a kindness, and this passage provides assurance that God is able to nourish and preserve his people. To read Philo's complete discussion of this passage, click on the link 3.174 and jump to this resource. After telling us that Matthew 4:4 is an exact citation of the Septuagint version of Deuteronomy 8:3, the commentator tells us that Matthew applies the timeless truth that we are to rely on God for spiritual and physical needs. The commentary on the New Testament use of the Old identifies allusions and quotes in the New Testament and lets you dig deeper into these texts by exposing the exact level of these connections. And the Logos edition helps you explore these connections with ease.